Centerville Steakhouse is your top-notch location for the best steaks, burger specials, and more right here in Centerville. Burger specials on Wednesday, Philly and French dip specials on Thursday if available. Friday is prime rib and the best ribs around on Saturday. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 5 to 8:30, Friday and Saturday 5 to 9:30, and Sunday 11 to 1:30. Satisfy your meat cravings at the Centerville Steakhouse.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar. Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Everyone at Total Stop are big sports fans. And they want to wish the very best to the participating teams and their loyal fans. Don't forget to stop at your local Total Stop for your gas and grocery needs. Plus, get Total Stop rewards by downloading the app. To get more information, go to TotalStopFoodStore.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
In the market for a new irrigator? Automatic Irrigation in Centerville has you covered. Offering Zimatic irrigators to help you get water to the fields. They tackle all brands when it comes to repairs. Also repairing and selling soak-up grain bins to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
Centerville Steakhouse is your top-notch location for the best steaks, burger specials, and more right here in Centerville. Burger specials on Wednesday, Philly and French dip specials on Thursday if available. Friday is prime rib and the best ribs around on Saturday. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 5 to 8:30, Friday and Saturday 5 to 9:30, and Sunday 11 to 1:30. Satisfy your meat cravings at the Centerville Steakhouse.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Centerville High School, home of the Tornadoes, where today they're playing host to the Great Plains Conference Classic. Today is Game 4 of the Conference Classic. Again, thanks for joining us here on Centerville Tornadoes Live and Live Ticket TV. Cole Larsch doing play-by-play for this game. Spencer Bewley doing color commentary. Heath Nimke did the first 3 games, and he took off for the day, so you're going to be stuck with us, you might say, for the next couple of games as Spencer spills a little bit of his water. Kind of an accurate representation of how we've been going between games here after that last game. Only a 10-minute transition to this game. So not going to be able to give you a whole lot of insight on either team. All I can tell you is this Centerville squad, you look at their record, 8-8, maybe not the greatest of seasons, but when they're hot shooting, they're really hot.
And I just want to clarify for the viewers out there who were in attendance for my last water spill. This one, in fact, came while I was drinking the water, and it decided to leak out of the bottom of the lid. So that's what you get for my cheap water bottles. Take that lesson of advice however you would take it.
And I believe, I'm not sure if we are doing the national anthem first or not. We'll find out that in just a second. No, we're getting straight into the starting lineup. So first, give you the starting lineup for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Scotland Highlanders, as I get them highlighted here in my sheet so I can read them off to you. Starting at guard, a 6'1 sophomore, number 0, Ashton Dennis. At forward, a 6'2 senior, number 2, Stephen Johnson. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 4, Cole Frederick. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 10, Corey Keppen. And underneath, the big man underneath, at forward, a 6'4 senior, number 32, Trenton Scorpa. There we go, Trenton Scorpa. Head coach of the Scotland Highlanders, Doug Hall. He's assisted by Brandon Fisher. And now the starting lineups for the home team on the scoreboard, the Centerville Tornadoes, also the host team of today's Conference Classic. At forward, a 6' junior, number 14, Brennan Topol. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 20, Logan Bobzine. At forward, a 6-foot sophomore, number 22, Luke Knight. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 24, Aiden Bobzine. And at forward, a 6'2 freshman, number 33, Alec Austin. Scotland in their black jerseys. Numbers and letters that are in orange, almost said red, I meant orange. The Centerville Tornadoes in their white uniforms, letters and numbers that are in purple, trimmed with yellow. And here we go, off we are, game number 4 inside of Centerville High School, as Centerville will bring it up the court for the first time. Logan Bobsey, now he's going to swing it around to his brother Aiden. Logan and Aiden, dynamic duo here of this Centerville squad. Now they get out to Luke Knight. He's going to pull it up out top. Knight looking around. Still looking. Now he's going to get it right side to Aiden Bobsey. Back to Knight. Over to, that is Knight, number 22. Topol's at the top. Knight, left wing 3, good. Luke Knight, 3 points. First 3 points of the ball game. Centerville jumps out to an early 3-0 lead. Dennis kicks over Keppen, right wing 3. He responds right back. Corey Keppen, early 3 there for Scotland, and your score is tied now 3-3. Topol looking around top of the key, left side to Knight. Knight inside to Austin. Knight back to Topol, top of the key. Just going to swing it around. Scotland playing a little 2-3 zone the way it appears. 3 ball left wing, rattles in and out for Luke Knight. Rebound controlled underneath by Skrepa. Scotland brings it up the court. Let's keep it up top. Keppen, who just shot that right wing 3, gets it to Skrepa. Free throw line, now kick out left side to Frederick. Frederick drives baseline, and he's going to be fouled underneath the hoop. Foul is on Brennan Topol, his first, team's first. 3 ball on the left wing, that one's off the mark. Rebound is controlled by Brennan Topol. The 3-3 early, couple big threes to start off the game. Sorry about that. Guys trying to do 3 things at once right now. Announce, fix my stat sheet, and run the camera.
2-man show is much more difficult than the 3-man show we have been running in the past, so
that it is. Here. We'll get into the hang of things, don't you worry.
It's all a rhythm.
Luke Knight is going to go up, get fouled. That foul is on Skrepa. That's his first. Team's first. First free throw rattles in and out. Luke Knight is a 52% free throw shooter on the season. He's now 1 for 2 tonight as he has all 4 points for the Centerville Tornadoes. 6:12 to go in the first quarter. Centerville 4, Scotland 3. Left side Johnson. Now just a misunderstanding there between Johnson and Dennis as that ball's just going to be thrown out of bounds.
One thing you notice is we talked about, how the shooting keeps getting better and better as the day goes on, but the pace of play is just getting a lot faster. You already see it early here, these two teams trying to go quick and not wasting a whole lot of time in their possessions.
Knight left side, a Topol top of the key. And correction, Scotland currently looks like either a 2-3 or a 1-3-1 they're in, switching in between those two. Bobzine to Topol, top of the key, 15 to shoot. Well, Aiden Bobzine now has it. That's Logan. Now this is Aiden. Eventually I'm going to get those two right. Knight drives in, dish pass down low to Austin, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound. Fight for it, and Dennis is going to steal it away. Dennis kicks it up. Scotland wants to go fast, step back 3, no. Keppen thought about it, didn't take it. They're going to swing it around. 3 ball in the way for Dennis. Good. Ashton Dennis first 3 points, and now Scotland takes back the lead 6-4 early in this first quarter.
Lots of 3-pointers here early. You kind of getting the feel that if these shots are falling, we just might have a shootout on our hands.
And you don't want to get in the shootout with Logan Bobzine. He's probably one of the best shooters when he's hot. Topol has it. Bobzine, 3 ball, good. Aiden Bobzine first 3 points. And Centerville takes back the lead 7-6. So now we got a Highlander down. He's just tying his shoe. That was Skrepa, but he gets back up, able to get back in the offense seamlessly. Johnson has it now. Johnson looking around. Skrepa, why not left wing three? Good. Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Even the big men are getting involved. Big men, that is.
All points have been threes except for one free throw by Luke Knight, and your score now 9-6 in favor of the Scotland Highlanders. Just about halfway through this first quarter. So far, both teams seem to be working pretty good offensively. Austin down low, his shot's no good. Rebound controlled by Ashton Dennis, and Dennis wants to push it ahead. Dennis now looking around to Johnson. Johnson to Frederick. Inside, Skrepa, shot up through contact, no. Rebound will be controlled by Luke Knight. Here come the Tornadoes on the other end. Topol looking around. Got a little bit of a student section for both squads. Three ball, Aiden Bombsy going to miss everything. Rebound will be saved from going out of bounds by Logan Bobzine, and now Centerville will keep possession. Miles Eide, the 5'10 sophomore guard, checks in for Centerville, and Parker Hochstein will check in for Scotland. He's 6'2 junior forward. Austin has it underneath. Now back up to Eide, 15 on the shot clock. Eide looks around, now dribbles right. Back up to Logan Bobzine, thought about three. Eide, right wing three ball, that's just off the mark. Rebound controlled by Ashton Dennis. So maybe both teams getting a little cold here, but that's one of the first misses we've seen from deep so far this ball game.
I don't know if the cold will last, especially with how many threes they're taking. I mean, you see right there, they're looking for the looks. It's going to be interesting to follow. I don't have any super early predictions, but this is going to be shaping up to be a very interesting game.
And Scotland trying to get it down low to Hochstein. It'll go out of bounds off of a Highlander. Luke Knight checks back in, and Topol goes out for Centerville. 9-7. Sorry about that. Still trying to fix things on my sheet, get them all in order. Eide now to Bobzine, all the way back around to Knight on the left wing. Miles Eide. Again, the Centerville squad just coming off of a 40-point loss to the Marty Brave squad that Spencer's going to be calling next game. Bobzine drives in, shot up and good. Excuse me, not Bobzine, that is Luke Knight. That is Knight's 6th point, and your score is now tied 9-9. Johnson gets to Frederick. Back over to Dennis, left wing. Looking around, now they get it to Keppen. Keppen takes a couple dribbles middle. Now inside to Frederick. Frederick drives left, and he just loses the ball underneath. So possession will go back to Centerville. Now checking in the ball game for Scotland, Jace Wallach, the 5'10 junior forward. And score knotted at 9 here, game 4 of the Great Plains Conference Classic. Just forgot the name there for a second. Deep three ball, good. Don't let him get hot. Logan Bobzine averages 17 points a ball game, and the Tornadoes take the lead back 12-9. Keppen has it right side, trying to get it inside to Hochstein. It's nothing there, being closely guarded by Topol. Now they get it back inside. Back out, controlled with Keppen. 16 on the shot clock. Left wing three ball just off the mark for Dennis. Offensive rebound saved by Frederick. Three ball right wing, that's going to be just in and out by Keppen. Rebound controlled by Luke Knight. 12-9, minute 26 left to go, first quarter. Miles Eide now getting the play call from veteran head coach Bill Marquardt. Again, I know him well enough. He'd probably be jokingly mad that I call him a veteran, but been coaching for probably about 35 years or so, if I had to guess, on a multitude of different teams.
I think that's veteran status. I 35 years. I barely am even halfway to 35 years old. I mean,
they're going to get a held ball called on that drive, so possession will go back to Scotland on the alternating arrow. See what they can do with it. Maybe try and tie it up with a three ball. That'd be just about fitting for this ball game. Dennis, 8-foot jumper. That's off the mark. Rebound tipped around and eventually saved by Topol. Here come the Tornadoes. Idy has it at the top of the key, looking around. Aiden Bobzine back to Idy. Idy inside to Logan, kick out to Knight, right wing three. That's just off the mark, and it's going to hit off the shot clock and out of bounds. Possession goes back to Scotland.
It's been the quickest first quarter we've had all day.
Don't jinx it now. But you're right.
Well, I guess coming off that last game, I mean, it's hard to.
The fourth quarter took about 30 minutes.
Right. I wouldn't even call it the fourth quarter. I'd call it about the last 2 minutes of the game.
That's what it felt like. Inside, Hochstein now kick out back to Dennis. Dennis left wing three, just in and out. Rebound controlled by Luke Knight. Tornadoes come up, 16 seconds on the clock. See if they're going to hold for a last-second shot, and they will. Aiden Bobzine has it, 30 feet from the hoop. Idy left side, back to Aiden. Aiden looking around, back to Miles Idy. Screen underneath. Beautiful play called. Shot in by Knight. Count the bucket and the foul. Luke Knight, 8 points in the ball game, and has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. First foul on Jace Wallach. That's, again, like I said, his first. Team's second of the first half. And Knight will go to the line. 1.8 seconds left. Try and extend this lead to 6. And that rems in and out. Johnson gets the rebound. Full court heave. It's going to be no good. It's going to be whistled off anyway. Your score after one quarter. Centerville 14, Scotland 9. Back to Centerville High School in 60 seconds.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, WE. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
And welcome back to Centerville High School as they're playing host to Game 4 of the Great Plains Conference Classic. Thanks for joining us on Centerville Tornadoes Live and Live Ticket TV. Cole Larsch alongside Spencer Bewley. Now, Spencer, do either of these teams need to make any adjustments after that first quarter?
I think it just depends on the style of basketball that you're trying to play here. I mean, the three balls have been working so far. There's no question whether or not it's going to keep working or not. I'm sorry, there is a question. So just the style of basketball you want to play. If you want to try and work it inside, get some easier looks, then that's what you coach. But other than that, no, it's been a pretty fluid game so far.
And having watched these Centerville Tornadoes a couple times myself, they like to do a mix. Sometimes if they have a height advantage, they'll push it inside, but if not, they'll stay along the three-point line. Austin with 6 to shoot, little turnaround jumper, that's no good. Rebound will be controlled by Hochstein, and Scotland, wants to push. Well, now they're going to swing it around to Keppen, left side. He's going to drive left. Back out, 3-ball by Wallach. That's good. Jace Wallach, first bucket of the ball game, and all 12 of the Highlander points have come from 20 feet from the hoop. Your score 14-12, just a minute into the second quarter. Idy has it top of the key. Now it looks like Scotland playing a little 2-2 zone. And they're face guarding Aiden Bobzine. We're going to get a timeout called. Coach Bill Marquardt will take it with him back to Centerville High School in 30 seconds.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op. And
welcome back to Centerville. 14-12 your score here. 6:56 to go second quarter in game number 4 between the hometown Tornadoes and the Scotland Highlanders. Joining us, quick timeout there by Coach Bill Marquardt, probably talking about the new defense that Scotland's putting on. Now with 8 seconds to shoot, Knight has it back out to Eide. Aiden Bobzien, long left wing 3. That rims just in and out. Rebound will be controlled by Skrepa of the Highlanders. And 6.5 to play. Highlanders have it now down 2. They're looking inside. 10-footer by Dennis. That's off the mark. Fight for the rebound, eventually controlled by Alec Austin, the 6'2 freshman, and now we're going to get a foul on the loose ball. That foul is going to go on Ashton Dennis, like I said. That's his first, team's third. Again, the same refereeing crew we had in the last game that dished out 2 techs and 2 intentional fouls. That game was also very, very chippy late.
Seems like this one's a lot cleaner, both on the refs end and on the playing end, so I wouldn't expect to have that type of ball game here.
No, that's kind of a 1 in 100 type game, you might call those. Austin inside to Knight. Knight powered up over Skrepa, and he gets the bucket to go. Luke Knight, who only averages 6 points a game, has 10 tonight. Tornadoes lead 16-12. Dennis thought about the 3, didn't take it, gets to Johnson, now inside to Trenton Skrepa. Skrepa turns right-handed finish, that's going to be off, but he's going to get fouled and will go to the line to shoot a pair. Foul is on Miles Eide. That is his first. Team's second. I've only got Centerville for 1, so I must have missed one, writing it down. Skrepa goes to the line. First one is good. Point number 4 for him this ball game. As now it's back to a 1-possession lead for Centerville, 16-13. Second free throw is up. That's off the mark. Rebound controlled by Alec Austin. 5.5 minutes to go, second quarter. 16-13 your score in favor of the Tornadoes. Eide has it top of the key. Looking inside, Knight. Knight powers up right-handed. No, he's going to get fouled on the way up, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair. So just when we started saying it was getting a little clearer, the game was getting a little cleaner, now we're starting to see a couple more fouls on both squads.
Typical announcer's curse. I should have known better.
First free throw for Knight up and good. He has 11 points. So a 52% free throw shooter in the season. Now, I must say, these stats are a little old, about a couple weeks old, but usually not a whole lot changes between 3 games. On averages, I might say. Second free throw for Knight is good. Now he has 12 in the ball game. Now, can Scotland stop him? We're just going to have to find out the rest of the ball game. 12 points in just over 10 minutes. That's quite the impressive feat no matter what level you're playing. Johnson drives in, shot up blocked by Knight, but it's going to be controlled back again with Keppen. Now to Skrepa, 10 to shoot. Skrepa over Austin, little turnaround, that's no good. Rebound tipped around by Dennis, controlled by Cole Frederick, and Frederick gets his first 2 points of the ball game, 18-15. Now the lead for Centerville. Bobzien has it now to Eide, inside the Knight. Knight, 10-footer, why not? 14 points for Luke Knight.
Just seems to not be able to miss right now. I mean, he's not like he's being left wide open, but he's letting them rip, and they're falling.
Three-pointer on the other end by Johnson, that's no good. Rebounds controlled by Logan Bobzien. Again, that's Aiden Bobzien, number 24. I want to get him right eventually. I promise. Eide, inside a Knight, 10 foot away, back out to Aiden Bobzien, left wing. Now with 18 seconds to shoot, we're officially halfway through this second quarter. Eide to Knight. Knight powers up, shot partially blocked. He gets his own rebound. Now second shot up, that's no good, but he's going to get fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is going to be on Cole Frederick, his first. That's his second. Team's 5th. And so Knight will go to the line to shoot a pair. First free throw is up and just off the back of the rim. Checking in for Scotland. Again, the big man exchange, you can call it. Hochstein comes in for Scareppa. Second free throw for Luke Knight. Get this to a 6-point lead. Is up and good. So Luke Knight, 15 points. And now Brennan Topol will check in for Luke Knight with 3:49 to play, second quarter.
If Luke Knight keeps this up, we might have to start expanding our stat sheet a little bit here.
It's usually an impressive feat to reach the end of my stat sheet. You know you have a good game if you can get more than 25 points.
Happened last game.
It did. It also happened the last regular season game that I called here in Centerville. The August had 29 points on 8 3-pointers as well. She put on a shooting clinic. That would have been on Thursday night when the Centerville girls took on the Del Rapids St. Mary girls. That last foul was on Miles Eide, That's his second, team's third. So Keppen has it now for Scotland with a fresh shot clock. Johnson now looking around top of the key. He'll drive left. Kick out to Hochstein, who thought about the three, took one earlier. Now back out. Long three ball top of the key from Wallach. That's no good. Rebound controlled by Alec Austin. 3:06, second quarter, 21-15. Topol to Aiden, inside to Knight. Knight down to Austin, but a bullet pass just went right through Austin's hands. Turnover, possession goes to Scotland.
Yeah, you got to thread that needle every once in a while, but, I mean, you're talking maybe 10 feet between those guys. Sometimes the needle just can't be threaded realistically, so that's a tough pass, tough catch there, just tough play overall.
Top of the key, Dennis has it for Scotland. Looking around after he picked up his dribble, he's going to get it to Hochstein. Now right side, that's Johnson. Back out to Hochstein. He'll take the right wing three just off the front of the iron. Centerville student section yells brick. Typical high school student section right there.
Absolutely.
Or just student section in general.
We've all been there.
Oh, absolutely. I can say myself I was the unofficial leader of the MVP student section for 2 years as three ball on the right wing for Aiden Bobsey, and that one's good. He has 6 points, both from downtown. And Centerville now extends their lead to 9 points, 24-15. Drive in, right side floater. That's off the mark for Keppen. Rebound underneath, controlled by Luke Knight. Push it ahead. Logan Bobsey in three. He's usually the hot hand for the Centerville squad, but that one's just off the mark. Rebound Dennis. Dennis wants to push ahead for the Highlanders, and now Keppen's going to slow it down. Dennis stolen away by Topol. Topol gets it up to Logan Bobzine. 1-on-3. Layup. Good through the contact. Logan Bobzine now 5 points on the night. And your score 26-15. Again, Game 4 of the Great Plains Conference Classic. Will technically be the 5 and 6 seeds of the conference, and three ball from Corey Keppen. That one's good for the Highlanders. They now have 6 points. I was just about to say off of all three-pointers, but it's been 5 3-point baskets for Scotland, as well as a 2 from Frederick and a free throw from Scareppa. That foul is going to be on Ashton Dennis. That's his second. The team's 6th foul, so the next one on Scotland will be a 1-on-1 with 73 seconds to go in the first half. Aiden Bobsine left wing three, just off back iron. Rebound controlled by Ashton Dennis. Dennis thought about pushing. Now he kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson will take the three. Good. Steven Johnson, first 3 points of the night. And now Scotland scores 21 points on 6 downtown shots. Not often you see this shooting, Spencer.
No, this is incredible. I mean, we're not even to, I guess you could say, the peak games of the night of the top 4 seeds, and this shooting performance has been incredible so far.
Now on this end, Keppen goes up through contact, but he will be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. On the other end, Knight, down low shot. Not something he's missed so far tonight, but he misses that one. And now with 36.8 seconds, that foul was on Brennan Topol. That's his second. That's the foul I missed earlier. And now Keppen goes in line to shoot a pair. First one is up and off the mark. Ethan Bobzine, the 5'11", 8th grader, will check in for Centerville. So 3 Bobzines on the court right now for Centerville. As now we get, I believe, a rebounding foul. Yes, that foul is on Trayton Bolt, who I didn't realize had checked into the ball game. Bolt, a 6'2" sophomore forward.
Going to put us in the bonus here. 7th team foul there.
17th foul on Scotland. Ethan Bobzine, first free throw up. That one is off the mark. Rebound controlled by Scotland. Just over a second separates the shot clock and the game clock. So Scotland, if they really wanted to here, could hold for the last second shot. Get this one to within a possession before going into halftime. Keppen back out. Wallach, 3-ball. That's going to miss everything. Rebound controlled by Logan Bobzine. And now with 12 seconds left in the half, Centerville can hold for a last second shot. Logan to Aiden. Aiden looking around with 4 to shoot. Inside to Ethan Bobzine. That one's off the mark. Rebound controlled by Ashton Dennis. His full court heave is no good. Your score after the first half of play, Centerville 26, Scotland 21. We're back to Centerville High School in about 5 minutes or so for your halftime stats and analysis.
Fremar. Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Everyone at Total Stop are big sports fans. And they want to wish the very best to the participating teams and their loyal fans. Don't forget to stop at your local Total Stop for your gas and grocery needs. Plus, get Total Stop rewards by downloading the app. To get more information, go to TotalStopFoodStore.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
In the market for a new irrigator? Automatic Irrigation in Centerville has you covered. Offering Zimmatic irrigators to help you get water to the fields. They tackle all brands when it comes to repairs. Also repairing and selling soak-up grain bins to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
Centerville Steakhouse is your top-notch location for the best steaks, burger specials, and more right here in Centerville. Burger specials on Wednesday, Philly and French dip specials on Thursday if available. Friday is prime rib and the best ribs around on Saturday. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 5 to 8:30. Friday and Saturday 5 to 9:30 and Sunday 11 to 1:30. Satisfy your meat cravings at the Centerville Steakhouse.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, WE. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Welcome back to Centerville, home of the Tornadoes, where they're playing host to the Great Plains Conference Classic here tonight. We're currently in Game 4, and before we get to stats and analysis from this game, let's walk you through the previous action of the night in case you missed it. Avon moves to 5-14 on the season as they defeat Andy Central Dakota Christian 50-19. And then in the second game, Corsica Stickney went to 7-11 on the season as they defeated Gayville Vollen 65-42. A game that was close, and then halftime hit, and I don't know what happened, but a spark lit underneath Corsica Stickney, and their defense became pretty locked down. And then in the third game, that most of you probably watched the end of it if you're looking for the Centerville-Scotland game, Alcester Hudson defeats Burke 69-61 in a fourth quarter that felt like it took 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes maybe, but nevertheless, Alcester Hudson pulls away 69-61. And now in Game 4, the Tornadoes lead the Highlanders 26-21. I'll now turn it over to my broadcast partner, Spencer Bewley. Spencer, what are the simplified stats looking like so far in this ball game?
Well, before we get into the stats, you look at the game as a whole overall, it's been, all about the three ball so far. Lots of 3 points. It's just kind of run and gun style basketball right now, and it's a fairly high scoring ball game in comparison to what we've seen so far today. Centerville leads at 26-21 over Scotland, and for Centerville, it's mainly been Luke Knight. I mean, I say mainly, it has been Luke Knight. Logan Bobzine has been in there with him, but Luke Knight's stat line right now, kind of on that double-double watch. He's got 15 points. He's got 5 rebounds. If you get 5 rebounds the first half, signs point to getting 5 rebounds the second half as well. So if he stays active on those boards, you can definitely place him on the double-double radar. You look at Logan Bobzine, he's got 8 points, just 1 rebound, and then Alec Austin has also been pretty active on the boards for Centerville. He doesn't have any points, but he's got 4 rebounds, and as we've seen all day today, rebounds can be so crucial in these ball games. But you go down to Scotland, the Highlanders, you got Ashton Dennis. He's got 3 points, 4 boards, another one that's been kind of active down low, getting those boards, cleaning the glass, as some would say. Corey Keppen's got 6 points. He's leading Scotland right now, And then you got Trimpton Skrepa with 4 points and 2 boards as well. It's been an interesting game, and I'm pretty excited for the second half here.
Especially when you think that Scotland, 21 points, 18 of those come from beyond the arc. I mean, that's just not a number that you see in many games. And not only that, but they're down. I mean, do they try and work it inside more? Do they keep relying on the 3 ball? What do you think Scotland has to do to try and come back in this one?
I think a lot of it highly depends on what Centerville comes out and displays early in the second half. If Centerville comes out and they're launching the 3 ball and they're hitting, then as Scotland, you're either going to have to play really strong perimeter defense or you're going to have to match them with the 3 ball. And they've been able to keep up, obviously. It's just 26-21, a 5-point ball game, but I think it's kind of you come out with your game plan, but you also have to react to what Centerville does. And if you're Centerville, I don't know if you heavily rely on the 3 ball this quarter. I think that you keep trying to find the balance of working it inside. And a lot of times, if you work it inside and, as we know, we've seen it all day today, they crash, defense crashes inside, you kick it back out, you get 3 balls that you don't even try and work for. So I think they just got to react, but I think both teams just kind of have to come out and settle in and play their own ball games.
Well, as if we timed it out perfectly, we're going to say that.
Absolutely.
The halftime buzzer goes off, and Scotland will have possession to start the second half, maybe see if they can't work it inside a little bit more. Yeah, take any of those pens you want. I mean,
I'm going to trade you out one here.
That's usually what Heath and I do. We've got usually about 8 or 10 pens between the two of us, and someone's got a color that the other one didn't use yet.
It's a grind. It's a system is what it is.
Scotland brings up the court, down 5, almost got an early turnover, but Keppen keeps control of it. One of the referees thought it was turned over and started going to the other end. Not quite yet. Dennis inside to Skrepa. Skrepa turn around. No, he's going to kick it out to Frederick. Frederick's 3, that's off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Johnson. Put back good. Stephen Johnson now 5 points in the ball game, and Scotland gets this one to within a possession, 26-23. Aiden Bobzine has it now to Topol on the left side. They're still trying to look inside to Knight. Now they're going to get it to the right side to Logan. Logan dribbles around, now back to Topol. Topol to Aiden. Aiden back to Topol, 13 on the shot clock. Aiden inside to Knight, back out to Topol, now 8 to shoot. Knight, he's going to drive in, kick out. Logan Bobzine, 3 ball, just off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Luke Knight. Topol now has it. Aiden Bobzine thought about the 3, didn't take it. Back to Topol. Looking around now, gets it to Knight. Knight will take the 3 ball. Good. Well, when it's your night, young man. A guy that averages just over 6 points a ball game. Again, about 2 weeks old stats, but he's got 18 points here tonight.
Did you throw that pun in there on purpose, or?
Which one?
Luke Knight, if it's your night, it's your night?
I did not know.
No? Okay.
No.
Whatever you say.
I can't say that was intentional. I didn't even know
All
what
right.
I said.
Well, I'll give you credit for it anyways.
Then on the other end, Keppen shot up, and that one was no good. Rebound was controlled by Centerville. Now they've got it down here. Luke Knight wide open underneath. 20 points for him. And a quick timeout by head coach Doug Hall of the Scotland Highlanders. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Kristen & Company in Centerville. Treats Kristen's Closet like your own. Enjoy refreshments while shopping and relaxing with your gal pals. Book your private shopping event or find out more by visiting them on Facebook. You'll receive host rewards for inviting your friends too. Get your shopping fix at 636 Broadway Street here in Centerville. Just said 21-33. It is 31-23. 6:12 to go in the third quarter. If you're Scotland right now, do you try and switch up your defense and maybe get out of that 1-3-1?
Yeah, I'd say you maybe go to either like a man or a 2-3. I mean, you're getting, again, Luke Knight is just killing it from beyond the arc right now. But I think man would probably be a better option to defend the 3-ball or something with more guys with a bigger presence on the perimeter.
Johnson's 3, that's off the mark. Rebound controlled by Brennan Topol of the Tornadoes. And Aiden will bring it up the court for the Tornadoes. Now Topol has it, top of the key. Scotland has appeared to switch into a 2-3 zone or a box and one as it appears as they're face guarding Logan Bobzine underneath. Alec Austin puts up the shot through the contact, and he has his first points of the ball game, 33-23. And a quick steal on the other end by Brennan Topol. Good job jumping that pass by Topol. Aiden has it now, right wing. Fought through the contest of these Highlanders defense. Topol now looking around. Aiden Bobzine inside the Knight. Knight, dish pass. What a finish. Knight to Austin, 35-23.
I was waiting for kind of Alec Austin to get involved down on the baseline. He's just kind of lurking there, but I really like that play where you get it down low to Luke Knight, get the defense to crash, and then Alec Austin just kind of slips behind everyone and is wide open.
Keppen has it with 21 on the shot clock for the Highlanders. Gets it out to Johnson. Now they're trying to work it inside with Scareppa. Scareppa turn around, tries getting the dump pass to Keppen, but it's tipped around. Now with 12 seconds on the shot clock, it'll be controlled with Frederick. 8 to shoot. Johnson drives right. Frederick with 5. Frederick drives in the middle. It's going to be bounced around, and we're going to get a referee's conference to see who it went off of. They're going to say it went off of Frederick's leg.
Judging by the redirect of that ball, I think it was the right call, just because, it's shot right towards those double doors you see behind head ref over there. So I think they got that one right. Good conference.
Aiden Bobzine brings it up the floor for the Tornadoes. Now they get it to Knight, back to Aiden, top of the key. Just kind of run some offense now. Getting a little box and one action here for the Scotland Highlanders. Surprised we're staying in this with Luke Knight, who now has 22 points playing the high post.
He's filling in that role perfectly right now. I mean, he's seeing the gap in the defense, and he's attacking it and playing good defense as well. I mean, this guy is on fire right now.
Now I'm going to use it specifically as a pun. When it's your night, it's your night. Shot up by Aiden, that's no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Steven Johnson. Now it's going to be tipped around, and we're going to get a loose ball foul. That foul is going to be on Luke Knight. That's his first. The first foul it had to have been on Luke Knight. They just haven't put it up on the board yet. I believe that is the first foul of this second half for either squad. Frederick looking inside. That's Hochstein now in there. Back to Hochstein, guarded by Austin. Kick back out to Keppen, 18 to shoot. He's going to drive right, back out to Hochstein. Now they're going to swing it around quick to Johnson. Dennis, top of key 3. That's going to be just off the mark. Rebound controlled by Brennan Topol. Aiden Bobzine pushes up the court to his brother Logan. Logan skip past to Topol. Topol to Aiden. Back to Topol, top of the key. Aiden has it left side. Again, just some quick passing against this box and one, trying to get the zone. A little out of sorts, you might say, just to see if they can't get an opening. Austin on the baseline. Reverse layup, no. Offensive rebound put back by Luke Knight. And he is 1 point away from reaching the end of my stat sheet. And that's 25 points, folks.
It's a 7th rebound as well. Kind of creeping closer to that double-double watch. We'll keep an eye on that.
Stolen away by Topol, controlled with Aiden Bobzine. Now Topol drives baseline. Inside to Austin. Austin, one dribble, up and good. So this second half so far has been all things Centerville. 15-2 run here. 5.5 minutes in to the third quarter. Frederick has it at the elbow. He's going to take one dribble in and just pass it straight to Luke Knight. Knight with a 2-on-1 to fill out my stat sheet. Shot up and one. Count the foul.
Wow. And there, he's off the stat sheet. I mean, what do you even do about this? I'm just going to let you keep track of the points from now on, Cole. I mean, you know this method better than I do.
Well, usually what I do is just, instead of putting one line through each point, now I put two. And just kind of hope and pray that I keep it right.
Fair enough.
Luke Knight, 26 points. Again, according to my stats, and I will say a little dated, but he averages 7 points a ball game. Free throws up, that one's off the mark. Well, you can't always have everything perfect in a game, but that's fine. You'll take it when you have 26 points.
I was going to say, you have a little bit of wiggle room to miss some free throws there with 26. So
inside, Frederick was fouled going up, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul is on Luke Knight, his second.
That'd be the one thing that could slow him down is foul trouble, but, with only just under 2 minutes remaining in the third, it's not impossible that he gets into foul trouble, of course. He's got 2, but not as big of a worry as if we were, still in the first half or something like that. So
first one for Frederick's no good. Second one rattles in. So Cole Frederick, 3 points. And your score now 43-24. Steven Johnson with a 2, and Cole Frederick with that free throw. The only 3 points here for Scotland in the third quarter. 3 ball, Logan Bobzine. Why not? 8 points for him. And a timeout called by head coach Bill Marquardt. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Centerville Steakhouse. The steaks are best in town, and the roasted chicken. It doesn't get any better than finding a home-cooked meal done by the best at Centerville Steakhouse. Follow them on Facebook for details, and if you are ready for the best meal in a small town, then the Centerville Steakhouse is your spot. Satisfy your meat cravings at Centerville Steakhouse. That sounds like a heck of an idea. Too bad we got 2 more games after this, right?
Yeah, that the old meal deal downstairs it'll do for a couple games, but
I will say
credit the concession stand. That was a dang good pork sandwich. I'll give them that.
I will say that pork sandwich looked pretty good.
Very good. Sometimes it's almost cooked better than some of the stuff you get at that Munster University Center, South Dakota. So, but it's never too bad.
Again, the third quarter score just alone 20-3 in favor of the Centerville Tornadoes, and that shot no good. Rebound controlled, that time by Ethan Bobsey, number 32. And he's not listed on your stat sheet. You have to write him in if you want.
Yes, I will.
And he's been playing recently for Centerville, so I forgot to put him in this time as Ethan Bobsey with a little shot up, turnaround jumper. That one's good. So now 48-24 is your score. And what a dominant quarter here. And now that one's going to be blocked by Ethan Bobstein. So on both ends of the court, Ethan's getting it done.
He is now in my stat sheet.
Logan, 3 ball good, and he turns around to the Centerville students section. Gives him a little motivation. 51-24. What a quarter.
And it seemed like this was a tight game coming out of half.
It was,
and Centerville has just taken off.
14-9 after 1. Both teams scored 12 in the second, 26-21, and now 51-24. Again, flip the script, and this is the last game Centerville played here on Thursday against Marty. Offensive rebound and putback is good. Let's straight and bolt. Now Miles Leidy brings it up. Clock running down. Logan Bobzine, 30-footer, just off the mark. Topol offensive rebound. Putback will be after the buzzer expired. Your score after 3 quarters of play. The Centerville Tornadoes 51. The Scotland Highlanders 26. Back to Centerville in 60 seconds.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar. Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Welcome back to Centerville, where on their home court, the Tornadoes are putting on a domination here in Game 4 of the Corn Belt Conference Classic. Or not the Corn Belt Conference, the Great Plains Conference. I think of Bill Marquardt, I think of the Corn Belt Conference because he put on a Corn Belt Conference team camp for over 25 years in Mitchell. Get your score 51-26. Centerville outscores Scotland in that third quarter, 25-5. And another three ball, that one's good. This time by Aiden Bobzine. And now he has 9 points, all coming from the three ball. And it's 54-26. Dennis has it now. Controlled around Wallach, back to Dennis, left wing. Swing it around. Frederick looking around. Wallach, right wing three, that's off the mark. Rebound eventually controlled by Aiden Bobzine. And this game, much like the first two games we saw here inside Centerville, not exactly the closest of games. But still been pretty competitive for both squads. It's just Centerville seems to be shooting the lights out.
I'm going to say, this game was very competitive there for a while, but as you can, it just can't stop right now for Centerville. It's like every single shot they take, it doesn't matter if they're fouled. I mean, how many times you see the and 1-3 like that? I mean, this is insane. It's insane.
So Aiden Bobzine, left corner three is good. He got fouled in the process, fouls on Ashton Dennis. That's his fourth, team's third of the half. So now Aiden Bobzine, a chance for the 3-point play. The 4-point play. It is off the back of the iron. Rebound there was controlled by Trayton Bolt. Highlanders have it now. Down 31, so now the running clock rule has gone into effect. That shot no good. Rebound Miles Eide. Coven Wadier, first time we've seen him this ball game. Eide, corner. Logan Bobzine, just off the mark. The Centerville gym might have had its roof blown off if he made that one. Ashton Dennis. Now they're looking around. It's controlled with Keppen, trying to set up a little bit of offense. Now they get it over to Wallach. Wallach around to Dennis. Again, Dennis with those 4 fouls is still in the ball game. Right-handed shot up, partially blocked by Keppen. And Tate Plooster, the 6'3 sophomore forward, tried saving that one, but he stepped out of bounds in the process. So it'll be possession to Centerville. Topol checks back in for the Tornadoes. Again, if you're wondering why the clock is running, the deficit is now greater than 30. So the clock will only stop for timeouts and when the ball is given to the shooter on free throws. Aiden has it. Now gets it to Miles Eide. Eide will take the three. Good. Oh, my goodness gracious, Centerville Tornadoes.
And now we're getting more involved. Those are Eide's first 3 points, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
It's just everyone's got it. It's just a hot hand. I don't know what they fed this Centerville team before the half, really. But whatever locker room speech they received, absolutely incredible.
And now Scotland decides that they're going to sub in some second-teamers, as does Centerville. So might as well put the stat sheets aside for now. But with 5 minutes to go, lots of basketball being played. Currently out on the court for the Centerville Tornadoes, Miles Eide, Clayton O'Hara, Alec Austin, Logan Bobzine, and Boshay Knight. Oops, sorry about that. I'm trying to look for jerseys. Out for Scotland, that is Trayton Bolt, Jace Wallach, Tate Plooster, Kenny Kubel, and Jarrett Endetta. And that bounce pass shot up and good for Clayton O'Hara. First 2 points of the night. And the Tornadoes continue to pile it on, 60-28. 3-ball, right side, that's no good for Wallach. Rebound controlled by Plooster, but stolen away by Knight. Knight up ahead to Idy. Idy's going to get fouled, count the bucket, and one.
I mean, if you would have told me that coming out of that half, this was going to be a 34-point ball game with 4.5 minutes left, I would have told you there was absolutely no way. No shot. I mean, this was such a competitive game in the first half. It was very close, but, I mean, this is just, it's nuts. I keep saying it. I just keep on saying it, but.
Idy's free throw is good. He has 6 points, and he will check out of the ball game. Jace Brower checks in. So now almost a full second string, except Alec Austin, the lone starter, but he is a freshman. So you could say the younger Tornadoes here in the ball game against the younger Highlanders. Layup on the other end, Jace Wallach. That one's good, and he's going to get fouled. And we'll go to line to shoot a second one. Yeah, like you said, this game at halftime, after the end of the first quarter, 14-9, pretty back and forth, pretty good shooting. Then you look in that second quarter, 12-12 was the quarter score, and it was 26-21 coming out of halftime. As Jace Wallach's free throw is good, he's got 6 points. And then 25-5 was that third quarter. I mean, you keep saying it. It's almost unbelievable, the performance that the Tornadoes have put on.
Right, and it's just the beauty of the sport of basketball. I mean, anything can happen at any time, no matter what your shooting percentage is. If you're, it just doesn't matter because you can come out and it's why the tournament in March is called March Madness. I mean, it's a game where it's whoever comes out. If the shots are falling, they're falling. 12 seed can always beat a 1 seed. You just never know.
Alec Austin, why not? This is going to be just off the mark. Rebound controlled by Kenny Kubel of the Highlanders. 3:15 to go. Again, clock will continue to run, except for timeouts and free throws. Plooster, shot up. He's going to get fouled. And Plooster will go to line to shoot 2. This foul is on. Jace Brower, that's his first. Plooster, first free throw, that's no good. So some final numbers here for you. Brennan Topol does not score, but plays a huge part in the ball game. Now checking back in, Ethan Bobzine, he will replace Alec Austin. Logan Bobzine, 11 points. Luke Knight, 26. Aiden Bobzine with 12 as now Clayton O'Hara gets the rebound off the missed free throw. And so Aiden Bobzine with 12 and Alec Austin with 6. As well as Miles Idy, he has 6, but now, yes, he has checked out. So those are his final numbers. And Clayton O'Hara still in there with 2 points. And that putback was good. Didn't quite catch the number there.
Believe it was 44, Clayton O'Hara.
Clayton O'Hara, that's his 4th point of the night. That 3 ball's off the mark. Plooster, good hustle trying to save it, but he stepped out of bounds once again. 67-33. Wow.
That's all you can say. That's all you can say in a game like this.
And now 40-55 checking to the ball game for Centerville. Again, I don't have a roster that they gave us up front. I've just got a varsity roster in front of me. Centerville now subbing in some mainly JV guys. Boucher Knight, 3 ball, that's off the mark. Rebound is fought for, controlled by the Tornadoes. Now we're going to get a foul on the drive. That's fouls on Jarrett Endetta. And we talk about this fast-paced game, exactly what you want, try and get back on ahead of schedule.
Right. I'm not going to lie. That was one of the first thoughts I had was, holy cow, this game is going so fast. We might end up back on schedule here.
We're going to be just behind schedule as the next game between Marty and Colombe is scheduled to start at 6 p.m. So we're going to be just behind that one by about 5 minutes or so, but considering we started this one about 25 minutes late, that's quite the impressive clip.
Right. The first half, like we said, just flew by. It was a clean game. There wasn't a lot of fouls. Shots were being knocked down. It was quick, and yeah, we're going to make up a lot of time here in this tournament.
Vendetta, the cue ball, going to be stolen away. Jace Brower on the other end, coast to coast. Shot up no good. Rebound fought for, controlled. And 2 more points for Centerville, 69-33. And just 35 seconds left. Shot up off the side of the backboard, no good. So if Centerville really wanted to, they could hold out for the last second shot or not shot. Remy Dalmas 3, that's just off the mark. Offensive rebound controlled, put back, that one's no good. And it'll go out of bounds. Scotland basketball, and I believe that will be the end of the ball game unless Scotland pushes it down here and gets a shot up. Why not? Jared Ndetta just off the back of the iron, and that is your final score here in Centerville. The hometown crowd gets a big win. Your final score, 69-33. Again, some final numbers for you just before we break and head into the next ball game. Luke Knight led the way with 26 points. Logan Bobzien finishes with 11. Aiden Bobzien finishes with 12. Austin and Idy finish with 6 points apiece. Clayton O'Hara with 4. Ethan Bobzien with 2 to round out their scoring. For Scotland, they were led by Jace Wallach with 8 points, including 5 of them in that fourth quarter. Other than that, a lot of people with 6, 5, and 3 points for them. Again, your final score, 69-33. We're going to step aside, switch streams, and your next ball game here inside Centerville will be the Colombe Cowboys taking on the Marty Braves. That's all on the way next here on Live Ticket TV.